Hey people, Injured 3v3, Katrin and Purification Plant, blue team. Push is an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura alongside. Farnir is a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat some powerful disruption and support. Rounding off this team, Bum9 is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Red team, Shas'O is a Farseer, a support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control. Alongside we have S.W.A.G with a Lord General fighting in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers and adds to the retinue really strong defense and support using the Talon Desert Raiders scheme. And rounding off the teams is MammothMKII with another Apothecary rocking some Dark Angels, the DLC in fact, with the fancy robes. Kicking off though on the west side, contested VP here, lots of Daka, lots of pew pew. Farseer backing off, guide is up on those Guardians there. Sentinel has survived, but might get pincered slightly here. The Lord General losing his retinue, gonna have to write some letters home now. Farseer chasing down some shooters, but here come Banshees. Massive threat to her early on, and she does not survive. I think the Kommando got a headbutt in there too to make sure. Apothecary versus Apothecary on this east side here. A full mirror. Kraken bolts from the Tactical Marines. One of the Apothecaries is off the field. This one taking a lot of damage as he charged in there. That was a mistake, I think, that charge. Should have gone behind the shot blocker. Kept that health regen aura going. Looks like they have survived it though. Now it's a big old melee fight. The Tactical Marines are very low. They're going to drop a model soon, I think. Those guys have already used their Kraken bolts though, these Dark Angel fellas. Kraken bolts gives 20% more damage to heavy infantry armor. Even when you're using melee attacks, it still works. Uh-oh. Retreat path, Eldar. Banshees live for this stuff. Can they get a model though? Power melee and the melee damage boost from retreating is bad news for Marines, but they got away. Farseer gets revived. The Lord General now has a medical sergeant. There he is with the chainsword. Can hand out medipacks for healing. I think it heals around 100. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you've got individual models that have 100 or so health each, and it heals every single model for that much, pretty good. You can hand it out to allied heroes, but again the heal isn't huge. It's something though. Shuriken's facing the wrong way to stop the Orks. Here comes the Warlock 2 leaping in. We have spotters on the way for S.W.A.G. Blue team going to fully push them off. Might be able to get onto this power too. Maybe even a decap on the VP. Shuriken is pushing alongside the Orks. The Warlock is also there. We got some big shooters. More big shooters and more big shooters. Lots of Daka. Triple shooters there to help shoot down that Sentinel. Farseer gets in amongst them. We've lost the indicator for her. No Warget yet. Misses the special attack. Did a weird little jig. Then gets hit by her allied spotter shell. Does she get away? That's a lot of Daka on retreat. 3 hit points, but she does get away. Oh, look at this. MammothMKII has come to the mid. Got themselves in a bad spot though. These Howling Banshees are dangerous. Look like a quarter of their XP bar, a little bit more than that. Sentinel has been repaired. Destructor goes in, and there's the Immolator. Nasty stuff to a blob of guardsmen. They did get some heals there from the sergeant, the medical sergeant fellow of the Lord General. Warlock and Howling Banshees in amongst. The Assault Squad there did drop one model. Staggered jump out. Warlock now must flee. Lots of Flamers for S.W.A.G. Flamers on both of the guardsmen in fact. It's a bold choice because you can't change that in tier 2. You can't swap the Flamers out for plasma guns, so they are very effective at bashing power and against light infantry at short range, but when all the heavy infantry armor comes out for a push, might not be super effective against them, although they're on the other side of the map I suppose. Meanwhile, pushing up the east side is Push with a Flamer. Just bashed a bunch of power. The Assault Squad jumps in. Customized Stormbolter here for the Apothecary. Where are Mammoth's assault squad? Oh, right here. Just a heal there for the scouts. The Apothecary heal does get more powerful as he levels up, but these guys are both level 1. Spotters have come over here to help out. A single tactical marine with a flamer here. Big old retreat from push, having got doubled. S.W.A.G came over. Jen's dropped in. Looks like they got away okay. Meanwhile, east side kicking off. Lots of Orks, all suppressed by the Shuriken. The Shuriken got stunned though. Most likely the Commando's stun bomb. And the Kommando does not get away. Again, these guys will just be suppressed, will they? They're suppressing the Shuriken though, with aiming. What's that? They all got knob leaders now. Massive amounts of firepower, look at that. Those Guardians, poor Guardian fellas, just being melted. Stomp for the Warlock. I mean, gotta say the Sentinel's been used well if it's still alive with triple shooters. And Eldar with the Shuriken and stuff. Has done well. What we got in tier 2 then? Nothing yet, just tier 2. We got double spotters for S.W.A.G. Not something you see very often. Grenades going in on the guardsman. Spotters barely survived there. Howling Banshees have found a Lord General. Oh, but they leave him alone. Knocked him down and left him alone. Could have wiped out a few of his retinue. Down goes that Shuriken. That was Farnir's. Just overextended a bit there. Stayed in play a bit too long. And it's much easier when you've got super mobile units like Guardians and Banshees, but when you're bringing a setup team that high, even the more maneuverable Eldar ones are going to be in a little bit of trouble maybe. Shuriken of Shas'O still going though, and we do have some Rangers. Rangers act as a detector for Eldar so they can spot the sneaky Kommando, especially since the Kommando can make his other squad sneaky and allied squad sneaky with Hide the Boys. 390 to 430, Kommando is still down there. Destructor from the Warlock, some range on that, eh? Did not see the immolate after it. There it is, maybe? Nope. Just some lightning out of the hands. Tried to get to the Kommando. I thought maybe they were going to throw the immolate on the Guardian weapon team, but maybe it was too far away. Banshees having to go around. They do have the aspect of strength. Shas'O with no aspects here on these ladies. Jumping in. Assault squad on assault squad violence. These guys have a sergeant though, which gives them a power melee weapon. Good grenade from Mammoth. I don't think those scouts needed to run, but they did. Push's assault squad I think are going to be okay. The Apothecary doesn't have... Wait, where is Push's Apothecary? Oh, he's running away. Assault squad do make it out with a single model. Still kicking off though around his power. Been able to keep the pressure up here. 373 to 426. Tier 2 for S.W.A.G. The last player to get there. Wraithguard already on the field for Farnir. And a Falcon already up for Shas'O. Mammoth. Double assault squad before tier 2. It's a very late tier 2 it feels like. But hey, double assault marines will do that. Nothing for the tax. The scouts did get a sergeant and the Apothecary of course with the customized storm bolter. Orks on the power. Double shooters, not sure where the other fella is. Where are the other shooters? They are capping. Can they get one of the gens? They got the node. Falcon is taking shots on them. Taking shots at them, I should say. Got some good weaponry. The Falcon also allows your allies to reinforce. And jump inside of it maybe. We've got Melter Gun, Lord General, and this is one of the weapons that your retinue also get. You see them there, the Stormtroopers have Melter Guns now. Same deal with the grenade launchers. But if you get a sniper rifle, only the Lord General gets it. Would have been fun to have triple sniper rifles going on. Revive for the Warlock. Apothecary not yet level 2 for push. What about Mammoth? Yep, Mammoth is into level 2. Also has improved medical equipment queued up for tier 2, so we might see the armor of the Apothecarian as well. It's a classic combo for 3v3s. Dreadnought's up here for push. Starts off as a melee unit. 2 close combat weapons and that flamer. 100 heavy melee DPS with 40 splash per hit. It's nasty. Bad news for those Banshees if they come across it of Shas'O. And good versus the double assault squad, although they can get double melters. Followed up with a... Oh no, they got plasma gun. They didn't get a missile launcher. I guess they haven't seen the dreadnought yet. Double melters alone, probably not enough. Well, definitely not enough. Need something else that can fire. Tank Buster Barrage doesn't hit the Falcon. Got some fire. Buffed up by the melter guns. The fight harder. Which is a good thing to yell at guardsmen. Just fight harder, guys. Just pull the trigger more. Basically what he's saying. Some guardsmen wiped out there for S.W.A.G. Banshee's looking for the rear armor of the Falcon, but the Falcon is moving. Wraith Guard almost got a good shot on there too. 327 to 407. Blue team are capping the contested VP and now bashing power. They have to get this rec point back. Guys, scouts are not interested. They're bashing power though. Looks like the Dreadnought was able to push through and mess up some assault squad fellas. Any sign of anti-vehicle? We have a melter. No, we don't. That's the frag grenade icon I was seeing there. Assault squad of push having to run away. Blue team now going to get the VP maybe. Oh, I'll put some shields up. They're renoding the power of the red team. Tank Busters having to run. Not sure what messed them up. Oh, the Warlock it seems. No, the Warlock's on their side though, so I'm not sure what messed them up then. Kicking off towards the red team's natural VP here. We do have a Spotlight Sentinel and a Missile Launcher Sentinel. Spotlight is new for 295. Gives it a higher detection radius. Didn't realise it would take up that spot. Ouch. Manticore strike here from S.W.A.G. Some decent hits as well. Guardian squad gets away. Maybe. Only the Warlock fella gets away. 7 hit points. Barely. Good use of the aiming what's that suppression there for the assault squad from Bum9. Tier 3 for Shas'O, Tier 3 for Farnir. Bum9 already in Tier 3 with a decent chunk of resources too. Again, I think the blue team overextended a bit there. Did they really need to go for this so hard with so much stuff? Could have tried to stabilize on the west side. They are finally getting this rec point back. It's a delicate balance 3v3s. Typically you have army v army fights, so you don't want to overextend, because if you do, an entire army comes after you. Maybe 2 of them. Obviously you want to put pressure on, but you need to do it in a way that allows you to get out, if possible. Do we have a rocket launcher for Kommando? No, nothing. No war gear for this guy. Going for a knob squad. It's going to be a pain in the ass for the red team to deal with. They do have 1 shuriken. The Banshees can war shout to suppress as well. They have the Rangers disruption. Oh, they don't have the hollow fields though. The Pathfinder gear, sorry. Banshees in amongst. Some guardsmen. Being all sneaky like. 301 to 340. Were they made sneaky by the Kommando? Oh no. Why are they all sneaky? Oh, it's Cloak of Shadows, dumbass. Cloak of Shadows, 285 to 340. Here come the knobs. They've already got their U-Jammers as their first upgrade, really. Typically you see that as the last upgrade. Getting their sergeant, or sorry, their knob leader and their meaner and greener first. A luxury purchase, I think, the U-Jammers. They're pretty damn good without them. 259 to 340. Missile launcher trying to hit these very spread out Eldar. Are you going to decap, guys? That Wraith Guard taking a lot of damage. Farnir's forgotten about them. They are retreating now. Knob squad in amongst the poor guardsmen. Good stomp from the Sentinel though. Level 3 Sentinel here. Done well. Done really well. 2 to 1 for red. Our blue team going to make the same mistake and overextend it again. They have a lot of stuff here. Being very aggressive. I mean, that's the Orky way. Eldar backing them up when they can. Warlock gets the decap. At least they're getting a decap. 229 to 338. We've got Guardians and Shooter Boys running away there. More Shooter Boys running. The incendiary shell came in from the artillery spotters. The assault squad having to jump the hell away from the knobs. That was double assault squad and they could not handle them. They now have Mina and Greener and the knob leader with some heavy melee headbutts and those big swings. The stomp misses. See those rings? That's the momentum from the hammers. I think they can have four rings at a time. They are eventually persuaded to leave. Full auto on the Apothecary's face from the other Apothecary. And they've gone Armor of Purity, not for the Armor of the Apothecarian. Can throw out your heal more often, and because you have more energy and energy regen, you have the energy for it. Kommando is down on the VP. 229 to 289, pretty close. Pretty close. Red team though, given the opportunity to get back up to the VPs, aren't they? Blue team being very, very eager to push that natural VP with large forces whenever they can. See a council up here for Shas'O. Tier 3 for the other players. Farnir with an avatar on the way. What is this? Just some Marines doing stuff. Had a little go at the VP there, the scouts, but they met a bunch of pissed off Eldar. Wraith Guard. Don't have their Spirit Seer Warlock, but they get in the Spirit Vision or whatever it is from their Warlock leader. Sneaky. Very sneaky over here. That's the Hollow Fields. Kicking off on that eastern edge, but let's see what goes on the western side here. Eldar streaming in from both sides. An avatar amongst those guys provides massive buffs, suppression, immunity, and so I think some damage bonuses to all this stuff. And of course, super powerful in combat for the Eldar too. Yeah, so Bum9 would do well to keep his units close to the avatar if he can. It does affect allies as well, that big aura. Strolling through. Gonna get a revive on the Kommando. S.W.A.G had a rough time. Got hit by the edge of a Wailing Doom and some other stuff. What about this side though? Mammoth has gone through. Don't know exactly what happened to the Dreadnought. Looks like there's the remains of it there. Oh, they got a las cannon, that's what happened to it. Some merciless strikes, another jump in though. Plasma gun at Tactical Marines really doing a number. Massive amount of DPS. Because Push only has a flamer on their attacks. Full auto. What is Assault Squad fella? There's the big heal. A level 4 Apothecary heal. Wailing Doom for the Avatar. Melter Bomb thrown on it. Oh, the Tax just lost their sergeant over there. 166 to 289 is a no-cap game. I hear Banshees yelling. Those guys are alongside the Seer Council, and the Seer Council have an aura of their own, of course. A damage resist aura that the Banshees can benefit from there. Levitation field from the Farseer, I think missed. Oh, he got one of the Banshees and killed her. Knob Squad going after the Lehman Russ. Once they're in this charge mode, the Knob Squad are a menace to tanks. Because they're hitting that rear armor with those big hammer swings. And because they're in melee charge mode, they can catch it. It's going to go down. Yeah, it's going to go down. 166 to 275. Land Raider Redeemer on the field for push. Guardsman made it out somehow. Wait, how did the sergeant die before that fella? Did they just never have a sergeant? Maybe. Rocks going for the Falcon. He was telegraphed a little bit. Did get one good hit, which took the shield down, but couldn't get any other. That's a wasted nuke, I think, from Bum9. Gonna get a power bash off it, maybe. It's running over here. Assault Squad of Mammoth going for a VP decap. And they're going to get Wailing Doomed, are they? A little bit. They do have a Vanguard Veteran Squad now for the other fellas. Big overextension from Bum9 again. I mean, they got the power bash off it, a little bit of a power bash anyway. Do they have anything else in the field? No, everything's off the field. The Kommando's here, going for the rocket launcher now. Powerful anti-vehicle weapon, especially combined with a hero that can infiltrate, of course. There's the Land Raider Redeemer. Provides massive infield support now for the blue team. Expect it to go to the west side eventually, but at the moment, it's sitting in the mid. You can reinforce around it, you can retreat back to it. A revive here from the Lord, the General. I don't think it's going to level him. Grenade goes in. Didn't level him. Farseer being messed up as she just got back to her feet. Has Spirit Stones and the Rune Armor and Gravity Blade. Rocket launcher, Kommando going after this Falcon. He's pissed off with this Falcon. Puts a whole nuke on it and it wasn't enough. Gonna get it though. Oh man, the shield went up just in time. Gets it done. Really good tool to use against Falcons actually, because the rockets all hit at slightly different times, so the shield can't absorb all of them. If that was just like one blast, the little bit of shield would have absorbed all of it, I think. Fire Prism now for Farnir. I'm not actually sure if there is like overshoot damage on shields, if it would have just went over into health. Some Deathwing Terminators on the field for Mammoth, using their power fists against the Land Raider, but then they teleport away from the giant Avatar sword. Melter on the Land Raider. Help, says Mammoth. Yeah, need some help. Avatar and the Land Raider here. Team is up against it though. They have a VP lead. Seer Council in amongst these Orks. Takes out the Tank Busters maybe. Yes. Banshees are there though to counter-initiate. Suppress the Seer Council and mess them up. That was a ethereal slash there from the Warlock. Really messed up the Seer Council and takes them out in fact. Also has the Warp Throw, level 6 Warlock here. 166 to 168. Land Raider pushes up the east side. Avatar goes down. That's sloppy from Farnir. Why, they say. I think they were... Either the Avatar got bugged, which can happen. Oh, I wanted to destroy your base, they say. I thought maybe they were busy microing the Banshees, but apparently they went in trying to take out base turrets and stuff. Those big flame storm cannons just roasting the Guardian alive. Fire Prism getting shots in from miles away. Eldritch Storm. Nuke for the Eldar. Can they finish it off? Power Fists of the Deathwing Terminators going in, they get it done. Also Vanguard Veterans there with a Power Fist. Was it overextended? Should it have been on the west side? Probably. It probably should have been on the west side. Super aggressive going after these, after the natural VP in this game, the blue team. Merciless Strike, and then run, and an ethereal slash on retreat. That was painful. Warlock with a Warp Throw now, if he can do it before he dies. Barely. Thrown into Wraithguard range, also into Banshee melee, but they've got to be careful about friendly fire. That was a bunch of grenades thrown in there too, that was nasty. Ouch, and then a rocket run. Absolute mayhem. Last couple of minutes or so, in this like very area. Fire Prism on Fire Prism action. What's going on with these rosters then? Push and S.W.A.G down to 2 units each. But our allies are doing okay. Double Fire Prisms for Farnir. Where's the other one? It's over on the west side. Kommando with his rocket launcher being all sneaky. Got a sneaky infiltration kit. Removes the energy drain from infiltration. Pretty big deal. And look at that. Look at that damage. Sneaking again. Maybe getting a bit too close to this stuff to sneak. He has to run away. Nob Squad. Fighting these Deathwing Terminators here. Advanced healing kept him alive. Level 9 Apothecary now for Mammoth. Terminators did drop one model. But if it wasn't for that advanced healing, they would have got absolutely wrecked by the Nob Squad. Are you going to heal the Nobs, Mr. Apothecary? Maybe you already have. Again, massive amounts of pressure on this VP rather than like stabilizing and defending the west side. Eldritch didn't seem to be needed in the end. The fire prison was already down. Down to 29 VPs, the red team. Are they too depleted here? Shas'O calls in some Seer Council from the global bar, which a Farseer can do. In fact, in retail, they are unique to the Farseer, the Seer Council. I believe they were given to all the heroes in Elite because it helps Eldar deal with Terminators. Another reason may be that Dark Creepers were added. Also helps them deal with Ogrins of the Imperial Guard. What's this? It's a sneaky Kommando. What's it looking for though? There's no more vehicles on the red team, buddy. Gonna be sad. Doesn't necessarily know that himself though, does he? 166 to 29. Shields going up, just kind of off axis. There's some more over here too. And a webway from Farnir. And a Warlock webway can heal you over time. A Seer Council now for Farnir. Has to get them from the HQ. Can't call them in like the Farseer can. Predator tank. The push. What is this? Apothecary of Mammoth going for the VP. Has to fight off some sluggers. Tax are just going for it with their faster capping trait. Oh, maybe not. They're now shooting an Apothecary. Level 3 Apothecary. Apothecary's being chased around. He's level 10. Kicking off on the west side now. Big old fight. Levitation field. Tosses the knobs aside. There's another squad of them, isn't there? Yeah, double knobs now for Bum9. One of them wiped. They wiped out one of them. There's an orbital bombardment from Mammoth, I assume. Not sure it hit a whole lot of stuff. Maybe it made stuff move. Warlock got hit by it. 161 to 20. They did take the natural VP. Well done, Mammoth over there. They've got some Terminators now. Oh, it's the same Terminators. That's a creeping barrage from the Lord General S.W.A.G. 161 to 19. Single cap for blue. Is it enough? Another orbital over here. Tank pushing on through. But here come anti-armor stormtroopers. They can sneak. They can chuck. There we go. Chuck a melter. And then shoot you. No way this thing's getting away. Also the melter from the Lord General. That was kind of suicide to throw your tank that far with no support. Oh, there's the game. A double cap at the end there for blue team. Got it done. Hell of a close thing. And level 3 Apothecary for push. Had a level 7 Warlock. Did some good ethereal slashes. Kommando had some fun with his rocket launcher, I think. We had a level 5 Farseer. Helped to whack those knobs with the levitation field. Lord General level 8. Wow. And that level 10 Apothecary of Mammoth. So fun back and forth. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.